Hello, meet Inquisitive Penguin. Today Inquisitive Penguin is finding out about assets of community value, or ACVs for short. An ACV is land or buildings that a community wants to try to protect. The community can opt to pause the sale of the asset and make a bid to buy it. This short film will explain the basic details about ACVs, including what qualifies as an ACV and how to nominate an ACV. So, what qualifies as an ACV? The legislation describes ACVs as buildings or land which further the cultural, recreational or sporting interest of the community. In fact, a good way to describe it is a building or land with social value can be an ACV. Some typical examples of an ACV are a public house, a village shop, a village hall, a recreation ground. There's a list of what can't be an ACV, but generally it can't be a local service, for example a play school, or a residential property. Potential ACVs need to be identified and nominated. So, are there any ACVs in your community? There may be more than one, but each ACV needs to be considered separately. Let's assume there is a potential ACV where you live. How is it nominated? Well, this is done by a local community interest group. In South Cambs, the groups who can make nominations are a parish council, or an unincorporated group of 21 or more local people who appear on the electoral register, or a local charity, or a company limited by guarantee, or a cooperative or community benefit society, or a community interest group with a local connection, like a residents' association. The community interest group will need to submit a nomination on the asset nomination form. Go to www.scams.gov.uk and search for ACV. Nominations have to include a description of the nominated building or land, including a map of its proposed boundaries, a statement with the information known about the names of the current occupants and any freeholders or leaseholders, your reasons why you think it's of community value, evidence of your eligibility to make a nomination, including your standing orders if you're a parish council. Once we've received the nomination, we have 8 weeks to make a decision. We'll inform a number of people that the building or land has been nominated and we'll ask for their input. The parish council, the owner, all others with a financial interest in the building or land, any lawful occupant, for example a pub licensee, the local district councillors. Your locality development officer will assess the nomination, checking that all the information is there, and they may carry out a site visit. They will then decide whether it meets the criteria for listing as an ACV. If we agree it is an ACV, we will list it on the Register of Assets of Community Value and let you and the other interested parties, including the owner, know. If it's a no, we'll let you know why and the reasons why it couldn't be listed. You can see the ACVs already identified in South Cambridgeshire by looking at the register on the website. Any buildings and land nominated but not listed are also shown. So to recap, it's about social value. Does it further the cultural, recreational or sporting interests of the community? If so, here's what you need to do if you want to nominate buildings or land as an asset of community value. Firstly, speak to others in your community. The parish council is normally a good place to start. Gather the information you need about the building or land. And it's usually a good idea to speak to the present owner. Complete the form and send it in. If you want some more information or have some questions, why not contact your locality development officer? Thanks for watching.